Yeah, Peaches is just chilling here now. We'll see how long she hangs out for. I'll see how long I can handle trying to do this at the same time and read. Good morning. Why do you look like you're about to fucking cry? What happened? So have a good morning, okay? Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, I hope Andu enjoyed that soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things. Like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make a little star lamps for my parents' garden. She's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden? Okay. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to Destiny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who would want some stars in their garden? Who wouldn't want some stars in their garden? Especially now. There we go. I don't want to fight the music. That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far, though I've always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. Well, they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories that Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to their first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous heresy is all it is. Wow. Is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. It just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Astria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide no less. Never visited before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varica. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival. What is that about? I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please get back to the quest. Fine. Now, the quest? Of course. So I'm assuming you're going together? Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he's not practiced in the ways of divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her soup then? Exactly. That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. You. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They could be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Peaches? Peaches. You do not need the snacks. You do not need them. Not to mention there could be... Oh, wow. Not to mention there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. Peaches. Good luck, and good luck with the stream. Artist, I'm going to be stream hopping. I'll be back soon. Okay, Fire. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Peaches, no! You clicked on the mouse! I didn't read that! Are you good? I have no clue what was said before. If that's a concern, I can offer you some Citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of our strategies could work. Citron and Strength will let you fight your way through any danger in no time, but the right mix of defense, charisma, and hunt might offer a more unconventional solution. You help us decide. I don't want to argue. Sure. Great. Out of everything, I have not picked the, fighting option. I'm gonna be honest. I've picked a lot of, negotiating things and defensive things. I'm probably gonna go with the defense. Let's see if this works. That's really fucking cool. Actually, I would love to have a drink like that. Okay. I'd love to hear the story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs. Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine. I trust your judgment, Innkeeper. Good. You should. Thank you for all the help, Innkeeper, but we should get going now. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's... Wow, guys, I can't talk. I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. We need to read that book, by the way. There's nothing found that fucking book. We're gonna get in trouble. Hello. It's Archie. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting. And painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest log and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Steel tonic. Ooh. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I delve headfirst into one of my stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventures. Can I quit for the day? I just started, but can I quit? Magic and adventurers surrounding me with every step, and unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course. What would you like? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did... Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. Why not? Let's play around with this. Protection against your arch nemesis splinters. Here you go. Nice, okay. I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh? Your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Have you figured out what you are yet? No, I have not. I have no clue. But I haven't really found many other things out except for like more hints at like the primordial stuff. So I'm wondering about it. I think I read that. We decided to write each other's letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in kind of a dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Dire Manland diarrhea. I want to say diarrhea, because if I say it another way, it makes me think of diarrhea. So we're going diarrhea. Mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to diarrhea. I can't say it. Diarrhea. Yeah. We're going diarrhea. He decided to fire his entire personal security crew. Oh boy. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so now he doesn't have any bodyguards and I would like to help him. Escort buddy? Oh boy. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as it is. Yeah, it does not sound smart to get rid of your security whenever you're in the middle of negotiations with stuff. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea. I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough, even with your magically infused drinks. He might need more protection than I could offer. There's just a little bit of tear. Tiny tear right there. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pin board. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes? Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vulcan. There was an L in what I said. There was no L in that. It's Vukakin? Maybe? Lady named Sarlin. Do you know her by chance? Yes. Yeah. I know her quite well. She's a local legend. She's a regular. We're gonna give her a local legend. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of her. She single-handedly outsmarted a wyvern chimera. That's incredible. I fire. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently, Lady Sarlin is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling! I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time. Trust me. Thank you so much. And also, thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Words are hard, guys. You're new. Bard. Purple tiefling. Bard? They almost look like Molly Mock. Yeah, I could see that. So it's a hey, how's it going? I've also played a purple tiefling before. That makes sense for you. This is a cute little tavern, I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to a more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. Cozy and simple all together, huh? Okay. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? This guy is so rude. Not yet. I don't think they're rude yet. They're just used to a little more posh, you know? But this is the simple cozy tavern here. Excuse me. I am. How did you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here. That's all. I just took a guess. A phantasm? A phantasm. What? Ah, I see. I'm on high alert regardless. Okay. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe, you get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here, on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So you run this business, innkeep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. There's little stars on their hand. I just saw that. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? I remembered something else. I said, who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage. Voyage? Wow, okay. but you may call me Voy. Well, aren't you cute? Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Oh no, PQ! Not yet, I'm afraid. I was gonna say not yet, I'm afraid. I don't know who you are, boy. I suppose I should have. You are a bard. I had a fucking feeling. I'm the Voy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. What is this music going along with it though? Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am, yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there something specific you'd like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible. Like a real Prince Charming. Charisma it is then. Yep. Boy, I'm gonna need you to stop blowing kisses. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Wow. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want to get to know... What? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fisoa. A couple of these names haven't popped up too many times, so I'm kind of getting used to them. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. I might ask for an autograph later then. But what brings you here, Voy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit. Sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. My bit rate's all over the fucking place right now, guys. I see it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you in your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Nice. Yeah, I think this is going into the evening. There we go. You're new. You're the last one, right? I'm pretty dang sure you're the last one. If they created him in this game, I'm a faint. Hang on. We'll see. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? See? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern. And, it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat? It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. I'm a scream. It kind of clicked the more I stared. But it's so nice. Thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of the self? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. So, his name was Quincy, right? I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. Quincy's Tavern, yeah! How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprised me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Honey breeze. You guys could share a drink. This makes my heart so happy that Quincy finally gets a turn to be served. It's very true. Here you go. Liquid charisma. My specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the worlds? Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's usually where they hang out. But only in Visoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold. Glistening in lights of day. A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now, I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart, all because they don't understand. You know there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death, it stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Yeah, I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. I did too. Aw, innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently. Way easier for sure. Moving from Treegarden, the smallest towns, to the big city, I've always dreamt of joining the Solve Guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Higum. Higum? That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents? Live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. It was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there, Voyage. You too. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper. Not yet. Oh? Maybe one day. Ho ho ho! We draw lines. Very nice. It's Una! Welcome back. Quick, Innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? Baya! It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives. Listen, Innkeep, I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient, because Baya really needs a drink first. Baya! Oh no! So many people at once. Yes. Okay, what was the voice I gave Baya? I think it was like a monotone. Hang on. I think it was like, yes, please. What do you need? The same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel as sturdy as a tree bark again. There you go. My strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is... good. Oh, thank the dragons. That made me that pause made me so nervous. I really thought she would mess it up. Wow, Una. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una. Ha, you're welcome. But Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. Pretty please. I've never seen you this upset, Baya. And you have to enter the Bloomtide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... Uh-oh. Very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell her what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so Sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. An adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. Uh-oh. Ah yes, the Mary Morgan. The wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyways, the Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recalled them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. Uh-oh. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea party, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either. It doesn't smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave too. Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper! Don't worry, Baya. Please don't worry. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too. She's right. They've been through worse. But what if she is wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells. Sorry. Sorry, Voy. Anyway. So, Baya, that's your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You met a lot of people. You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Baya's also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh. Shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily. Oh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid? Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them? It's not a metaphor. Oh, there's a scary eye. Okay. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh, yep. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yes. You should come visit sometime. Voy, that's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. The giggling. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Baya. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. Yes. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line. Remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? One more? Nope. Now everybody's leaving. Bye! Sounds good. The Lagoon of Tranquility. In love, but because of mysterious... I can do another one? Fatal Company. Okay. So I made 2 more quests, actually. It's kind of cool.